How's the yarmulke look? Is it good? Hello, Jason Stewart here. You are watching Cooked. Today I'm going to show you guys how to make a great holiday main dish. I'm going to show you how to do a beer marinated pork tenderloin. It's going to be very easy. It's going to look very impressive to your guests. So we've got our fresh holiday beer. We've got sage leaves. We've got fresh thyme, fresh rosemary, classic Grey Poupon Dijon mustard, red chili flake, fresh lemon, garlic obviously is in pretty much everything, and a little bit of olive oil just to keep things nice and lubricated. Pork tenderloin is a very cheap cut of meat. This is a small one. I got it from Whole Foods, which is expensive, but this guy was like $5. So you just basically get a Ziploc bag, put your pork tenderloin in there. I like to cut it in half and make some little incisions on it so it allows to soak up that marinade even more. It's been sitting in this Ziploc bag overnight in the fridge. You want to make sure that these guys are pulled out of the bag and very thoroughly dried off before you cook it. So before you start anything, get this into a pot and put it on the burner. You just want to get it onto a pretty high heat. Should take about a half an hour, maybe even longer, depending on your stove. We have a little cast iron grill pan that's on very high heat. A little bit of olive oil on there. Smear it around. We still want to salt this right before we sear it. Make sure this is nice and hot. You want to get a good sizzle. On we go. You want to hear a really good sound. If you don't get that, don't be afraid to take your meat off and let it heat up some more. So this has already been preheating for like 10 minutes. If you don't have a grill pan or anything like that, or a skillet or anything, you can use, ideally if you have an oven, you can use the broiler setting, which is oftentimes in the very bottom. Otherwise, just turn your oven up as hot as it'll go and then just pop it in there. So this has been on here for a couple minutes. We have some good color on there. You can flip her over. A really good way to tell if the meat has the right consistency is just by touching it. If it has a lot of give, right now it's still a little soft, but this should be done in another minute. If you have a round tenderloin, it doesn't just have two sides, so you can get a good sear on multiple sides. Because it is beer, it's going to start foaming up when you cook it. Don't worry about that. Just keep your eye on it because it might bubble up and foam up. If you really don't know if something is done in the middle, it's not the end of the world to give it a little incision in the middle and check. It's more important if you get the perfect doneness instead of having a little incision on there. Oh God. I did not keep my eye on it because I was teaching an instructional cooking video. A nice medium is where you want to be for something like this. A little bit of pink right in the middle. So we're starting to get a very nice crunchy, crusty sear on here. Should be all done here. There's a lot of juices inside that you want to preserve. So we're going to put it in aluminum foil, wrap it up tightly, like a chipotle. And you're going to let that sit and hang out for 10-15 minutes. All the juices are going to be reserved inside of this aluminum foil. Don't throw those away. We're going to pour those juices back into our sauce. While that's going on, watch some football, keep drinking more beer. Everything else is cooked down into this sludge. Strain it out. So we've got our sauce back in the pan, and like any good pan sauce, we're going to add a nice amount of butter. You just want to slowly melt it all in together. I'm going to add in a little lemon. Now our sauce is all done. Put it back on the burner on low heat. While we're gonna cut our pork up, and we're gonna fry our sage leaves. But we want our oil pretty high, medium-high heat. All it takes is a little pot with a little bit of oil, and just take one, just pop it in. Once the bubbles stop bubbling, it's good to go. And just keep the oil moving, let them sizzle up, and we will strain and reserve this sagey oil. And now we have a sage flavored oil in this pan. Keep that on a nice heat, and now we're gonna cook up some lemons. Our tenderloin has been resting in our aluminum foil for about 10 minutes, and you can just pour that porky juice back into your finishing sauce, and instead of going straight down, shaving it off to the side like that. Pink in the middle, but it's not too pink. And these are just little medallions. Don't have them be too thin because you want a real nice meaty bite to them. So we can grab it over here, lay them down on their side, and then we can grab one of these lemons. This is a very powerful sauce. So do not drown your pork in it. You want to just kind of let it be an accent. Go over it like that. A couple little fried sage leaves on top. Squeeze squeeze a little bit of lemon on top. Here's your money shot. So this is our beer marinated pork tenderloin with fried sage leaves, and we have our nice little grilled lemon. If you like this video, make sure you subscribe. My name is Jason Stewart. Thank you so much for watching these holiday eats. There's gonna be plenty more to come. Bon appetit. So Christmassy. Full of flavor.